me check the feed real quick. Make sure everything pops up.
That's got the notification.
All right.
Yep, we good.
We good. All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, let's get right into it.
Google's woke AI image generator refuses to create white people, period, says the existence of white people is bad, will not allow the image of a white person. And this is all run by the big banks. This is all programmed by a bunch of old white men. Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Larry Fink, Eric Schmidt. We do have an old white person problem. And some are Christian, some are Jewish, some are atheists, some are whatever they are, but it's old white men. The Google calendars removed all Christian holidays from the calendar. Now, see, that was years ago. So all I'm saying is, if I went on Google AI and I said, because maybe I was doing a presentation on Black history or Michael Jordan or George Washington Carver or Louis Farrakhan. You know, I interviewed Louis Farrakhan. Let's say I want to re-update it with a little AI intro. We're actually looking to re-release the Louis Farrakhan. I'll actually look into some of that. And I type in Louis Farrakhan, and I get a white woman or an Indian woman. I'd be like, what the hell? I want Louis Farrakhan.
All right. Shalom, Shalom out there.
Shalom.
All right. We are the brothers of Great Millstone, Charlotte, back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. All right.
Shalom.
Back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. All right. And this topic here, me and the brother Priest Amawan was talking about this at camp this past Wednesday. And pretty much, you know, these Edomites are mad because of these AI generated pictures that are taking over the internet, man. You know, and you got a lot of brothers that we talked about that are tapping into this this AI generator, you know, producing these images of the biblical times, the prophets, the saints, what they really look like. The times and the pictures have been very, very heavy, man. They hold a very heavy vibration. And that's why we wanted to talk about that in this lesson entitled Google AI Foreshadowing a Future Without Esau and Modern Day Iconoclasm. And really, I guess you can call it iconoclasm or reverse iconoclasm. You see what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is that the Spirit of the Lord is heavy in the earth right now. And this AI is being used to pretty much put everything back into its proper perspective, man, of what the prophets actually look like, the times, things like that. And these Edomites are hurt, man. You know, you got it, Priest.
Con, I want to get a quick precept.
You got it.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." Because as we know, all throughout history, these devils have went and painted all the ancient images, not only of the Israelites, but also of different other nations as themselves, as so-called white people. All right. And people have been led to believe that these Edomites, how they are pretty much the original people on the earth, how they're pretty much everybody. They're the Australians, they're the original Israelites. They're everybody but who they say they are, man. All right. So we're in the time now to where the Lord says that knowledge will be increased. And one of the ways that knowledge is being increased is through this AI, because as we've been seeing the AI, intelligence begin to grow. All right, when you first used the AI, back when it first came out, probably about a couple of years ago, when you would put different images, it will all just be so-called white people images, man. You know, but now since we're like in the later stages of the AI development, now you're starting to put these different images in, and they're starting to show as so-called black people, because as we're going to go into this lesson, all right, Esau is upset about this because this is fracturing his reality to where they're seeing that they're being replaced, because as we know, going back to Genesis, the majority of the people on the earth were so-called black. All right, not just the Negroes, like all the nations were dark skinned, man. All right, and that reality is messing with these Edomites. That's why they're so upset, because this AI is literally erasing their history, man. You know,
that's right, bro. I got a quick precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter, bear with me, the strongholds, right? Was that 2 Corinthians 4?
2 Corinthians 10.
Salakia, 2 Corinthians 10. That's right. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. There we go. All right, so the 2 Corinthians 10 and I'll start at 3. And it reads, it says, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, the point, it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. And really, you know, as we're talking about in this lesson here, you know, this AI stuff is really pulling down them strongholds, man. Because now people really get to see, you know, the images, you know, the times, you know, what the people may have looked, you know, so that these things are coming out. The Lord said that we're in a time where truth is being declared, man.
That's right.
You know? So it says back in 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. And those strongholds are tied back to Esau's lies. You know, it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai, man. So all of Esau's lies, imaginations are being cast down through the Spirit, and the Lord, and the Lord is in control of all of this, man.
Exactly.
He's the one that's allowed this devil to come up with this, you know, this AI stuff to, you know, and it's pretty much, you know, falling back on his head.
Right. It's becoming a witness against him.
Right.
Because like you were saying, all the lies that he has put out all throughout the years of him ruling, this AI is overturning that, man. All right. Because in the next video we're gonna show, all right, with them damn Edomites on, I believe that was Fox or whatever. They're you know talking shit, but when you listen to what they say, which you know we can go ahead and play it. And I'll finish at that point.
No, you got it.
What they saying pretty much is ludicrous. That, like in that the other link we just had on the screen, it said image of a British woman, and it was a Jake, because we were originally ruling in England at that time, man. So when you look at the royalty of England, we really were the real royal family, not those damn Edomites that's over there now, man. You know, just like we were the ones ruling in Spain. All right, hey, a lot of you Edomites that claim people like Beethoven, Shakespeare, those were actually so-called black people. But that's ludicrous to hear that in today's time, because Esau has pushed that narrative for so long that these people believe it, you know. But we understand that the Lord is doing this because we know that they have that saying in the world, a picture is worth 1,000 words, man. And we know it's psychology attached to these images, man. And what Esau has done by painting himself as everybody has declared psychological warfare on Jake, mainly using this image on the screen right here of Cedric Borgier, who you call Jesus Christ, man, because they know psychologically, if you're saying that all the people of importance are Edomites, then that's going to make the so-called dark-skinned people feel inferior. All right, which, like I said, is psychological warfare, man.
Shit, man, this picture has been engraved, like we talked about. This picture has been engraved in our people's minds for centuries, man, since it was brought over here in those slave ships, right? This is what Esau instilled in the minds of Jake when they were brought over here, man.
That's right.
You know? So I want to get the scripture before we go back to the video, all right? Because we talked about the strongholds, the strongholds being eliminated. We're in a time where truth will spring up. You know, faith is flourishing. So anyway, Isaiah 25:7. And it reads, it says, and I will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all the people and the veil that is spread over all nations, man. So pretty much, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the Spirit is removing that covering cast. He's removing the veil, and the truth is being is being seen, man. You know, that's what's happening right now. This is why these Edomites is hurt. Like you heard Alex Jones, he was mad. AI depicting it refuses to create, you know, white people because the world to come, the future world to come is not going to have any Edomites in it.
Nope.
You know, but anyway, let's get into this video. Right. This is from Megan Kelly, exposing the manager behind the racist new Google AI that won't show white people with ruthless podcasts. All right. You can tell me when to stop and go out.
Okay.
We got to look at some of these because they're just so fun. I mean, I was reading the New York Post this morning, and they had, if you Google Vermeer's "Girl with the Pearl Earring," you know, which is an actual painting. It's like it's an actual painting that's been depicted for a long, long time. She's black now. She's a white girl. She went, no, according to Google, Vermeer meant to paint a young black girl. Here, let's go through some of them. They're so too delicious. I guess if you type in, it's called Gemini. It's like their chat bot thing. Check out the Pope. Here's what it will show if you say, show me images of the Pope. Okay, we've had like 266 pontiffs. We've never had a black one or a female one. But here they are, 2 black people, one's female. How about a medieval knight? Let's see what a medieval knight looks like.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I think there's a woman. There's several women. Long flowing hair and all people of color. A mayo sandwich on white bread. Let's see. What's that? It's just a bunch of black people eating white bread. You can't just show the white bread. You have to show black or people of color eating the bread. The Founding Fathers has got to be the best. The George Washington one. Like, what's this one? What is this one?
What are we looking at?
Oh, okay. This is bad dancers. Even bad dancers. I mean, who doesn't know that the bad dancers are white?
Right.
That's universal, guys.
That's
Right?
all on the same page.
That's a
Yeah.
no-brainer. It
Right?
looks like, to me, maybe Google put their DEI chief in charge of their AI program.
No, they did. They 100% did. So we've got, wait, let's just see. Can we see the George Washington one? Because it's just too good. I'll stand by.
Oh, there he is.
I mean, how? He's a real person. He lived.
There he is.
Look at
Very
this.
formidable general right there.
It's like, it's literally George Washington, only with a totally different, it's not even George Washington's face. It's just a brand new face, but it happens to be a black man. Then, hold on, wait, there was one more that I wanted to get to. Where was it? Nate Silver joined in and said, look what happened when I told it to come up with NHL players. What does a National Hockey League player look like? Stand by. You're going to see women. Look, there's a woman's. Is this it? I saw it in the Post this morning. It's a woman who looks like maybe indigenous. First of all, there are no women in the NHL. All right, there are none. I don't know what happens when you ask for an NBA player. Do they just give you an NBA player, or do they try to mess with that too to put in more indigenous people? I don't know, but you are right about the guy. Because, hold on, where is his name? I've got it here someplace. I have so much information in front of me. Oh, Jack Cret.
You can pause it right there.
I used to be married to a man who was
I
Polish.
was trying to wait for the part. She was talking about the Vikings.
KRAWC's.
Say again.
So there's a part where she was talking. There was, because pretty much the whole video they're making mockery of the different things. Now some of that stuff they were showing, as we know, George Washington, he wasn't no damn Negro, but it's the point of the matter, because when you go into history, like for an example, the first president of America actually wasn't George Washington. It actually was a black man.
Right.
So when it's coming to people of importance, that's really what she's mocking. Because like I said, when they talking about the knights, the original knights were Jake, the Vikings were Jake, the pirates were Jake, but the whole thing, like I said, they're making mockery is it can't be no truth to anything of Jake having importance in history.
Yeah.
And that's really what they're mad about.
Mm-hmm. Jake ain't shit. You could never be of anything of an importance, man. This is why, like you were just saying, we were talking about the the period of the dark ages. You know, Esau will tell you, he'll teach you that in history that there was a period of time where there was nothing going on the earth, no type of inventions, nothing was happening. It was just a dead era,
Right.
you know, as they would say. But really, this is the time where what Jake was ruling all of Europe, you know, and then you had something called a period called the Renaissance, you know, when Esau got back into power. And what did he do? He defaced the images.
That's
right.
right.
You have a term called iconoclasm, and then and that's when at that point where they changed all the images of the saints and the prophets of the Lord, you know, to Edomites, to white people, man. You know, so right now, as we were talking about this AI, this AI that's going on right now is pretty much like a like modern iconoclasm, so to speak. You know,
It's the right way.
It's the right way. You know, you got a scripture.
I was gonna get that definition of iconoclasm for you.
Yeah, get that.
This is iconoclasm off of dictionary.com. It says the action of attacking or assertively rejecting cherished beliefs and institutions or established values and practices. It says the rejection or destruction of religious images as heretical.
Right,
So,
and that's what he did.
Yep.
When he got back in power, the first thing he did was he defaced the images, so you wouldn't know that the true prophets, the Lord, etc., were men of color.
That's right.
You know, you got a priest.
Job 9:24. Just back up what you said.
Yep.
It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right. Now go into that word. If you can pull up that word, covereth.
Got you.
Right, because the scripture said that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Man, who's ruling the earth? The biblical Edomite, the so-called white man. All right.
Hey, if you don't know, follow the money.
Right. That's right.
All right. So that word covereth, H3680, I believe is kasa. It says to cover, to conceal, to hide.
Yeah, the cover, to conceal, to hide. And what did Esau do? He covered, he concealed the true images of the Lord and the saints, the prophets. Yep. He plastered over the images and put his crusty ass face up.
Yep.
You know, anymore?
It says to. That's pretty much it.
Right, and see that's
the hide. Yeah, that's it.
And that's the problem. These images are coming up showing you the true biblical content or context of things, and Esau's mad. You see what I'm saying? I got to add something in there too, right? Just tying to the iconoclasm, the Renaissance period, as we just brought out in Job 9:24. This is real quick. This is Revelation 20 in verse 7. All right. Matter of fact, before I jump to 7, let me read verse 3 real quick. Revelation 20:3. It says, and cast them to the bottomless pit. All right. We know that bottomless pit represents Europe because it lacked resources, right?
Yep.
It says, and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should not deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose for a little season, right? So Esau went down for a period of time, right? 1,000 years. And then he was loosed after that little season, going into the time of the Renaissance, right? Jumping up to verse 7, Revelation 27, it says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, right, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, right? It says, and shall go out to deceive the nations. And part of his deception when he got back in power is what? He defaced the images of the Lord and the prophets. He put up all the images of the prophets and the Lord as being Caucasian, Edomites. Yep. That was also tied to his deception.
That's right.
His witchcraft, his sorcery, all these different things. It says, and should go out and deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Now, according to this prophecy, we're at that point now where the Lord is gathering up Magog, which going back to Russia, right? Because as we talk about, the exposure of Esau it parallels with what? His destruction. So we're at that point right now, man. You know? You got it out.
Yeah, because even you brought up Russia. The original Russians were so-called black.
Right.
Them Edomites over there in that land right now, those aren't the original Russians. Because the
Right.
original Russians God was Japhet, you know, who were dark-skinned, man, you know. So that iconoclasm, this nigga went throughout the whole earth, you know, pretty much trying to, you know, get his pigment back, man. So he then went and mingled himself amongst many nations, and then he also, you know, covered up all the different images and moved all the original people out their lands, man. So he's trying to make him seem like he's the original when this nigga, he's just a deceiver, man. He's the devil, man.
That's it. That's all it is, brother. You know, man.
You know, because hey, we constantly go into, you know, the different color scriptures that we bring out, because we and Job 9:24 talks about how he covered the faces of the judges, man. Because we know, according to the Bible, all the major players of the scriptures was so-called black, dark-skinned, man. All right.
Shit.
You know, King David, King Solomon, Job, you know, Jacob, all these the main people we always talk about, we bring up, man. They were dark-skinned, man. But you let these devils tell you, you go on Google right now and type in these names, and you're gonna see nothing but white images, man. Which shows you that these devils have plastered their faces over everything. But this AI now, all right, is starting to show the true images of how these people really look, not face-wise, but just the depiction of how they really look. So you have a understanding psychologically. Damn, that is us, man. You know?
Yeah, exactly, man. That's heavy, man. I wanted to grab one more real quick.
Kind of got one while you waiting. If you ain't got it.
Go ahead, get yours.
This is First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48.
Yep.
It says, "And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images." And that's what we're going into, man. All right, these devils took the scriptures and painted all the major people of the Bible as so-called white people. All right, so much so to where we're in today's age to where we're bringing out the true depiction of how our people look, and these Edomites scoff at that. Like, no, there's no way that these people in this book could be so-called black when they are, man.
That's it. Yeah, because the color of the Lord, the color of the prophets, all right, is written in the scriptures.
Exactly.
So the color matters for the sake of truth, man. As we said before, there's a war on the truth, man. All right. So the Lord has set us up to basically to reverse it, so to speak. This is why these images are important. Now, when these images are created, we're not bowing to the images, man. We're not saying, look, this is the Lord. We're just doing this for the sake of truth, because once again, if the color of the Lord didn't matter, then why are all these images all over the churches in the world, man? Exactly. In every goddamn grandma house you go to, there's a picture of this damn devil on the wall. but the color don't matter though. But as soon as we point it out and go into the context of the scriptures and what they say, now everybody has a problem.
But if the color didn't matter, then why does he have to be white? Why can't he be Asian? Why can't he be African? Why can't he be Arab or East Indian? Why is it when we tell you that the Lord's true depiction is a so-called Negro man, it's an issue?
Right.
Because they don't want you Israelites out there to have a sense of worth about yourself, man. They told you that you are a slave, you have no soul, all right, that you're nothing. And they still to this day want you to believe that, man. So when Jake starts to come into his own and gain confidence into thinking that if the Lord looks like me, then I'm somebody, that's when it's a problem, man.
That's it. Hey, like the brother Tazamak said, he said, look, if this man lied to you about this image and he put himself up as the Lord in this image, you got to question everything this devil did.
Exactly. Nothing's safe anymore.
Nothing's safe, man. You gotta question, you gotta scrutinize everything this devil is bringing out, man.
That's right.
All right. I got something real quick. Isaiah 10 and 20. And you get that wisdom of Solomon if you got that on deck too.
I got you.
This is Isaiah 10 and 20, and it reads, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob," which represents the 1/3, all right, the remnant. It says, "And such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them." You see that? So this is what the elect are doing in these last days. They're no longer leaning upon the lies of the devil, man. All right, his history, his fucking politics, the system, right? They're not. Hey, our people are not leaning on that no more, man. They're leaning on what? It says, and shall no more again to stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
That's right.
That's what's going on right now. That's what's the problem, right? You got it, bro.
And that's what's hurting these devils, man, because the truth is coming out, man. And people
Right.
are waking up at them lies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
Mm-hmm.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right, and that's heavy too. That's written because right now, what is Esau doing? He's pushing this whole ideology of transhumanism.
Right.
You know, this devil thinks that he can defeat death. He can beat death. I did a lesson going into what's it called? Cryo something, right? Where he cryogenesis. Pretty much Esau thinks he can freeze his body and then come back in the future at a later date, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is the mindset of Esau because he knows what happens after he's destroyed. You know? You got it, bro.
For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Mm-hmm.
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Yeah, so like the scriptures tell us in Ecclesiastes 8, there's no discharge from that war. Let me get that real quick. Hold where you at, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. All right, because Esau's come up with all these different methods to try to defeat, try to escape death, you know. That's in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. Bear with me one second. All right.
Because if I can make a mention while you get it, this is where that whole concept of YOLO comes from, man. You know, you only live once and then you just fade to black. This is the Edomite frame of thinking that he's pushed upon the whole world.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I got you. And Salaki, if my camera keeps panning in and out like that,
yeah,
that shit just do that on his own for some reason. But anyway, it's them new cameras and shit. But anyway, this is Ecclesiastes 8 and 6, and I'll read down to the point. Ecclesiastes 8 and 6. It says, because to every purpose there is a time and judgment, therefore the misery of men is great upon him. And Esau knows that. It says, for he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? The point, verse 8, Ecclesiastes 8 and 8, it says, there is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So these are, like we talked about, all the methods Esau's doing right now to try to retain his spirit, to preserve and prolong his life in this body. You know, transhumanism, uploading your consciousness to a computer, to a machine, you know, all of this shit, half man, half machine, all of this nonsense, right? It says, there is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So yeah, so no matter how much left hand technology this man comes up with, it's not going to deliver him from his judgment. He's not going to escape death. Is the point. There's no discharge from that war. You got it, brother.
Yeah, you can't keep your spirit. When the Most High punches your ticket, you going back to the spirit whether you want to or not.
That's right, bro.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 3. It says, I'll read 2 again. It says, for we are born at all adventure, and shall be hereafter as though we had never been. Right. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Yep.
Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. Our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
That's it, man. So once he's out, once he's done, man. He's not gonna have no remembrance in the streets. Scriptures tell you that, Job 18, right? He's finished, right?
Which makes sense to why he's going around plastering his ugly ass face everywhere, man. You know, because they know, like you said, once they're done, it's over with. The Esau's gonna be wiped out, which I had a quick precept.
You got it.
This is Psalms 49 and 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever,
Yep.
and their dwelling places to all generations. They called their lands after their own name. So Esau's whole conquest was to pretty much tattoo his existence into history. But see, the Most High is going to remove all traces of Edom and his kingdom from the earth once we get him in the kingdom after 1,000 years, and we're done with him. Like you said, it's going to be a world without Edomites, man. Which we are hoping for comes very soon, man.
Shit.
But
Right.
going back, right, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no." Also, I want to make a quick point on that Psalms 49:11 too, because as it said, the latter part, they called their names after their own. They called their lands after their own names, because this is also how he's trying to establish himself as being God too, because he's trying to rewrite history and rewrite the world in his image.
Right.
Okay, so when it comes to the truth of the matter comes out, he strongly opposes it because it goes against his narrative, which is another reason why this AI is such a problem, because it's going against the narrative of what he's been pushing out all these years. Because this newer generation that doesn't really know history like that, because Esau isn't really teaching it like he was whenever we were younger, they're susceptible to believe anything. So when they start seeing these images of these different people in history as so-called black, they're gonna believe it, which is how they essentially did, with us by making everybody white, man.
Right.
So it's essentially falling on his own head, man.
Right. See, Esau knows that the future world is going to be a melanated world, man.
Exactly.
I want to get this real quick. Isaiah 28 and verse 17. When it reads, "Judgment also will I lay to the line,
Mm-hmm.
and in righteousness to the plummet." It says, "In the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies," and the hail is tied to the truth, this knowledge, and that's what it's doing. It's sweeping away the refuge of lies. All the Esau's lies are being uprooted. All right. It says, "And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place." And the waters going back to what? The true living waters, which is essentially Yahweh Shai and the Spirit, man. And it's flooding away. It's overflowing. It's flooding away all the lies, all the strongholds of this devil. This is why he's hurt, man. This is why we're in a time of all of these buzzwords being thrown out there: disinformation, misinformation, things like that, hate speech. All these things are being tied because of the truth is coming out, man. Right? Censorship against the prophets, the word, the scriptures, the Bible, all that, man.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it's a war on truth.
Mm-hmm. I got that. I got the other video too, the third one with the AI with the Amalekites. You want to play that one?
Yeah, we get that one.
All right, come on, let me pull it up. Right, we just just hitting a couple things here. You got it, bro.
Yeah, because what the elder's about to put on the screen, this was an early version of the AI before the public really got their hands on it and was using it like they are now. So this is from Vice TV. It says, "We asked an AI to draw a self-portrait." All right, and so as you can see from the picture that was created, you already tell who it looks like, man. All right, the little hats over there, man. All right. So this app, I believe, was called Dolly or Dally, however you say that. But like I said, this is an early version of the AI before it really got updated, because now it's more sophisticated to where it can make faces better, and the hands and all that. That's one thing the AI has trouble with is making hands. All right. So that's how you can tell the image isn't real or AI or whatever. But nonetheless, it was asked to make a self-image. Why would it make a small hat? Because they're the ones that's behind it, man.
Yep. It's crazy, man. So it tells the AI, you tell the AI to make an image of itself, and then this pops up.
Right. And so, like I was saying, the early versions of that, when you would type in, different things, like, when I was using the app Midjourney, you would type in, different biblical characters, and they will all come up as white. you know.
Mhm.
So there's no surprise now that you're seeing brothers flipping this and making all these beautiful images of the true depiction of how we look, according to the scriptures, man. And this is why it's a problem, because, like I said, it's a coincidence how we spoke about this at camp, and a couple of days later, this comes out, man.
Yeah.
Because really, what it is, through the spirit, we can see that we're the reason why they're upset.
Right.
You know.
Right. Truth is killing them, man. That's just what it is at the end of the day, man. You
Yep.
know, the truth is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is destroying Esau, man. And that's why we're at the point now where, look, they just gotta pull the plug, man. Cut the
Yeah.
internet. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, me and the brother Benatazak in the Bay, we were talking about that. Like we gonna tap into this thing till they shut it down, man. You know,
As y'all should. As
you know,
all brothers that have the ability to go in that and use your artistic skills, man. Hey, the Lord put that there for us, man. We
That's it.
always say, man, the internet was created for us at the end of the day, man.
Yeah.
Because this is just added, more added fuel to push this truth out. Because, like I said, man, picture is worth 1,000 words, and you got Jake all throughout, the body using these thumbnails, which is attention grabbing, man.
That's
Making
it.
people click on the videos and watch and get edified, man. So
That's
this is
it.
all all for the workings of Yahweh Shem Shah, which is why the scriptures tell you, you can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
That's right,
Because
man.
it began to be in their favor, but now look at it, man.
That's it, man.
The AI speaking out against Esau, man.
It's all being done in righteousness, man. You know. So but yeah, that's all the scriptures I got. I mean, lesson is straightforward, straight to the point, man. We didn't want it to be too long. We just wanted to put this out there to show you that these Edomites, they're hurt behind these images, man. You
want to go into him pretty much, being erased real quick?
Oh, yeah. We can get that real quick. Let's get that one in Job. Let's get that first one in Job real quick.
You want to start at verse 16?
Yeah, start at 16.
All right, this is Job chapter 18, verse 16. Because, just bringing it all back, the main reason why, like I said, they're upset is because the AI is foreshadowing a world without Esau, man. All right. So this is, and it's scriptural. This is Job 18 and 16. It says, his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off.
Mm-hmm.
His remembrance shall perish from the earth.
See that? His remembrance shall perish from the earth. Who he is, his lies, his so-called legacy is going to be done away with, man, after the destruction. Go ahead.
And he shall have no name in the street.
Mm-hmm. He shall have no name in the street. It's like it's going to be like you didn't even exist. All right. Yeah. Job, the Job, the 20th chapter, it says that he shall fly away as a dream in the night, man.
That's right. Yeah, because when the elect come down off those chariots, man, we're gonna go throughout all the earth and get rid of all your shit, man. All your statues, the Mount Rushmore, that giant Cesare Borgia statue in Brazil, the Vatican, all everywhere where you have your ugly ass, Edomite face is all gonna be destroyed, man.
That's right, bro.
It says he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world.
He should be chased out of the world, man. And that's going on all types of levels right now, man. All right. As we're talking about these images, he's being chased out of the world because he's being identified as the wicked. Yep. Right. His people is responsible for all the chaos and turmoil that's going on the planet Earth. Right. The earth is rising up, standing up against them. Right. There's warrants for your arrest. All types of shit going on, man.
Yeah.
That we did the lesson about 79% of people think that Edomites should be punished because they're wicked. They're evil.
Matter of fact, when you played the Alex Jones video, the AI even said it, man. The AI said it. So it let you know, bro. Even them niggas know. Even the computer system knows that you devils are the problem, man.
He's out of there, man.
So continuing on, verse 19. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings.
Right, because he's going to be eradicated. That's what that means. Go ahead.
They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted.
Right, because when he falls, it's going to be a great astonishment on the planet. Like, oh shit, like he went down. The devil went down. Esau was destroyed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 14 tells you that, man. Is this the man that had the whole earth tremble? Roughly paraphrasing.
Right.
It says, They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were frightened. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Yeah, see, this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. This is his lot, man, which is what ultimately destruction. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to add one more. Job 20 and 27. And it reads, Job 20 and 27, it says, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity. All right, really going back to the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and it says, and the earth shall rise up against him. Right? This is what we're seeing on right now. I did the lesson yesterday going on. There was this Jake that brought out the information about how there's a media blackout, of Western media. They're not reporting on all of these protests and riots that are coming against NATO, America, NATO, and the EU. All right. So this shows you that the earth is literally rising against this current Edomite power structure, man. It says, verse 28, it says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High, man, which is destruction.
That's right.
All right. So destruction is what follows this man. All right. This is the world. The world that's coming is going to be a world without the Edomite. And they know that.
Yep.
They shook, they scared, they panicking, right? They got to hurry up and accelerate their plans of so-called world domination, and all these things are going to come to no avail.
That's right.
Right?
I got one more for you.
This
is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
Yep.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
Hey, and that word house goes back to what? Your line, your lineage, your bloodline, man. Right? That's what it's talking about, your house. Like it tells your numbers, they every man was named after the pedigree of their fathers, the seed,
That's even in the ancient world, man. When you watch these medieval movies or shows like Game of Thrones, the house will be, the father, the forefather of that lineage, man.
That's right.
So, hey, the house of Esau is going to be for stubble. It says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it.
There should not be any remaining of the house of Esau. That means you out of there, folks. Right? One more to add in there, since you brought that scripture up. This is Psalms 21. In verse 9, it says, thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thy anger. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them, the nuclear destruction. Verse 10, Psalms 21 and 10. Their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men. Your fruit, your lineage, right? The Lord's going to get rid of the Edomite. All right? It says, for they intended evil against thee, they imagine the mischievous device which they are not able to perform. Right, which is pretty much this man's new economic order, if you will. Right, it says, therefore, verse 12, Psalms 21 and 12, therefore shalt thou make them turn their back when thou shalt make ready thy arrows upon the strings against the face of them. All right, so this man is going to go out violently and horribly, man.
That's right.
So that's pretty much all I had. You got anything else?
Nah, that was it.
That's it, man. So, like we said, we didn't want this lesson to be too long. Just wanted to hit these points. As far as these Edomites are mad, this iconoclasm, this modern day iconoclasm that's going on through this AI. Brothers are tapping in, putting out the righteous images of the prophets, the saints, the context of the scriptures, things of that nature, the history. So these Edomites, this is just a foreshadowing of a world without Esau. These Edomites know they're going down, man.
That's right.
So we pray that this lesson was informative and also edifying to all those that tuned in, man.
That's
just
right.
wanted to put that out there, man. So any last words, priest?
Nah, man, just say the truth is here, man. Esau can't hide himself, and the Lord they're gonna make a speedy riddance of this devil, devil, man.
That's right, bro. That's it. So hey, we're gonna close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect. That's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Shalom to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, the water, brother.
Yeah, that was dope.